Thank y'all. Wow, it's great to be with you here today. And yet again, I come before you today when our interests are perfectly aligned. You see, I'm all that stands between you and lunch. But the good news is you are all that stands between me and lunch. So we have a mutual interest for me to be very, very short, and I'm going to be. But I want to just mention that how much I appreciate Scott and everyone at MEC for working so hard on behalf of the great state of Mississippi over the years. We've shared a lot of record-breaking wins together, and your efforts have made Mississippi stronger. So please join me in giving a round of applause to Scott and the entire team at MEC. And probably the best news for all of you is this is the last time you'll ever have to hear me speak at an MEC event. Now, while we take a moment to reflect on the past and a lasting legacy MEC will leave, we also turn our eyes to the future. While we celebrate the impressive strides Mississippi has made with the incredible help of all of you in this room, we know our work is not yet finished. We must do even more. We must compete even harder because we must always strive to win. It's one of the reasons that I think the Mississippi Business Alliance will be so important when it comes to building a bigger, stronger Mississippi in the years to come. 3 of our state's premier organizations will now be under one roof: the MEC, the Mississippi Manufacturers Association, and BIPEC. This means even more efficient services, even more effective efforts, and even more record-breaking results. To everyone who's been involved in the planning, to John McKay, to Scott Waller, to John Hairston, and everyone else who will be a part of the Mississippi Business Alliance, I want you to know something. The state of Mississippi looks forward to working with you through this transition, and we look forward to sharing in even more historic success. Thank you for what you're doing. On behalf of every member of my administration, we wish you the best of luck. Now, as we look to the future, these 3 organizations are merging not just to consolidate, but to elevate. And thanks to everyone in this room, that is exactly what we're doing for Mississippi. We're elevating it. You've heard me say this before, and you'll hear me say it again over and over, because today it is an indisputable fact. Mississippi has momentum, and this is our time. Because of our collective efforts, we are quickly rising up the economic development leaderboard. And when it comes to new private sector investment, no state, and I do mean no state, is hotter than Mississippi. Just listen to just a few of the recent wins we've announced in the last few weeks. 2 weeks ago, I was in Columbus, where we broke ground on Klockner Metal's new 200,000 square foot facility. This project represents a $90 million corporate investment and creates 40 high-paying jobs. Just last week, I was in Vicksburg, where we broke ground on Entergy's new $1.2 billion advanced power station. The power station is going to create about 500 jobs during the construction phase, and once operational, it will be capable of powering 385,000 homes, and it will further solidify Mississippi in a leader in American energy production. Also last week, we worked with the Tennessee Valley Authority, where they broke new ground on their $800 million new Caledonia gas plant in Lowndes County. Once that plant is operational, it will create almost 300 construction jobs and produce enough energy to power 250,000 new homes. Just one day after we broke ground in Vicksburg, I was in Choctaw County, where we cut the ribbon on Southeastern Timber Products' $123 million expansion that will create another 40 new jobs and help loggers and timber owners get their product to market in at least 15 counties across the state. My friends, these are all great wins for our state. They're part of the most successful year we've ever had. In 8 years, my predecessor, who I think did a fantastic job, announced $7.2 billion in new capital investment in our state. This year, we've announced $19 billion, and it's just October, and we're going to keep going. All of which is proof that something special is happening here. Whether it's the fact that we have a record-breaking $45 billion in new capital investment announced since I became governor, the fact that in 2024 we were number 2 in the nation for household income growth. In 2024 we were number 2 in the nation for the fastest growing economy in our country. We are truly accomplishing things that many of us never dreamt possible. In the classroom, our state is leading the nation in both 4th grade reading and 4th grade math gains. Our kids are learning more than ever before, and our educational achievement is the talk of America. I don't know about y'all, but it gives me great pride when friends of mine from all over the country every single day text me a new podcast talking about the Mississippi Miracle. But you know, what we all know is while I use the term Mississippi Miracle a lot because it gets people's attention, it really wasn't a miracle at all. It is a direct result of good public policy being enacted at the legislative level and then implementation by those in the executive branch whose responsibility is to do that. It is not a miracle, but what is happening for young people across our state gives them an opportunity better than virtually anywhere else in our country. As I like to say, and with your focus on workforce development going forward, this plays more important than ever before. Because of our 4th grade reading and 4th grade math results, today Mississippi has the smartest 4th graders in the southeastern United States. What that means is in 10 years, we're going to have the smartest workforce in the southeastern United States, continuing to propel us to even more economic successes. But we also know that our success did not happen by accident, and it didn't happen overnight. It's the result of years of planning, strategic investment, and an unwavering commitment to success, regardless of what was put in front of us. We've built the strongest economy in our state's history, and we are proving the naysayers, both internally and externally, we are proving the naysayers wrong. The Mississippi momentum is real, and it's only going to get stronger. Y'all in this room are a big reason why. So thank you for what you're doing to help us make Mississippi the best place in the nation to invest capital, to create jobs, and to raise a family. We're breaking economic development record after economic development record. Our pipeline of potential projects today is bigger than it's ever been. Over $100 billion in potential projects. Now, we're not going to win them all, but I think what we've proven over the last 6 years is we're going to win more than our fair share. And that's something I'm proud of. But to do so, we must continue to make wise investments. We must continue to hold our elected leaders accountable. We must continue to pass good, strong, conservative policy that makes sure that we're focused on doing what's best for kids, whether it's best for the adults or not. We're training Mississippians from all walks of life for the high-paying jobs, not of the last 50 years, but the high-paying jobs of the next 50 years. High-demand industries like technology, manufacturing, and healthcare. It's why I was so proud to announce recently and launch the Mississippi AI Talent Accelerator Program, a $10 million initiative in partnership with our colleges and universities to drive AI and machine learning skills across all fields and across all degrees in higher ed. It's why we were only the 4th state in the nation to enter into an MOU with the world's largest company, NVIDIA, who I used to say was the world's first $4 trillion company, but after yesterday, the world's first $5 trillion company. Together, we're ensuring that our state's workers transition into AI augmented roles rather than being displaced by AI. These are statement wins for the future of Mississippi. As I look around this room, I know that the people here can help us even more when it comes to workforce development. It's all about investing in our people. And I'm so encouraged to know that the Mississippi Business Alliance will be making workforce training and workforce development a priority once the new organization is launched. I only got 2 years left, but I can assure you that I'm going to work hard every single day, doing exactly what I tell my team every single morning. I say to them repeatedly, our job is to take the momentum that we have today and grow it so much in 2026 and 2027 that it doesn't matter who gets elected in those elections. That we will have so much momentum that our economy will continue to propel upward and continue to look like a hockey stick. Because I believe that together we're going to continue to prove the doubters wrong. Together we're going to continue to write new chapters in Mississippi's history books. And together we'll continue making Mississippi the greatest state in the greatest nation in the history of mankind. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the role that you have played and for the work that you have done to make Mississippi the shining star on the hill. Together, we've ensured that Mississippi is no longer following. We're leading, and the nation is taking notice. My friends, it's an absolute privilege for me to serve as our state's 65th governor. It's truly an honor to wake up every single day knowing that I get to go to work working on behalf of the 3 million Mississippians who elected me to this job, and I look forward to making even bigger things happen in the future. Thank you all for having me today. Thank you for what you do for Mississippi every single day, and may God bless these United States of America. Thank you all.